Peace be with you, family. My name is Nicole Nixon. My friends call me Coley, and I am the Mom and Shaman from beautiful Four Oaks, North Carolina. And welcome back to video number 4 of 6 weeks to personal self-mastery, a webinar I decided to post on Instagram because I paid for it. I didn't use it, so I'm giving it away. But I had a reading, and the person shared these questions with me, and I'd gone through them, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm good. And a lot of bad stuff, not necessarily bad stuff happened, but unforeseen things happened because of choices that I made not to speak up. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to share these questions with you in the hopes that you'll do something with them, and we'll be going through them together. Understand, because I do not have all the answers, and no one person does but God. God has all the answers, and heaven only knows what some people are thinking sometimes. So hey, it's important to learn to shift your perspective to a prosperity mindset and see abundance where other people see lack, because you really find out who a person is or who they think they are when they're looking upon someone that they think is nothing or has nothing. Attitude of gratitude is very important in all things, and know that you can do anything you set your mind to with enough time and a vision. God's plan is perfect. So I'm going to share these questions with you. I'm going to read here from, I'm going to read here from the pages and whatnot that I've typed up. So I suggest getting, because we're doing like mind, body, spirit in the course of this. So the questions are about your mind, but also if you want to shift the way that you eat, you got to start somewhere. I started by eating an apple on a regular basis. I once weighed 400 pounds. I'm now under 270. I still have about 60 more pounds to go to the weight that I have set as a goal for myself, and I'm continuing to focus on making sure that my health is in order, because a person's health is their wealth. So I suggest getting a bag of apples, oranges, some bananas, plums, mangoes, some kind of fruit that you can eat one piece of every day. You can grab it as you walk out the door. It's quick and inexpensive, and it'll help your body get some fuel. I refer to fruit as sports candy. Some people have dietary restrictions. Do what's best for your body. I'm just offering this as a suggestion because this is what I did. Spend about 5 minutes sitting still and clearing your mind. If you've never meditated, pray. I did a guided meditation in one video. I'm not going to do it in this one. You can find meditation videos on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're already there. So boom, self-advocate. How about that? Feel free to email me any questions. Understand that if you do, put inner work in the subject line so it doesn't get spammed out. Donations are gratefully accepted. I'm putting that information in the details of the video when I post it. So that's that for that. Feel free to tip me for my creativity if you like what you see. If you don't like what you see, hey, share it with somebody else. They might be able to put it to some good use. How about that? So the general guidelines are follow the list every day. Every day has questions. You can read all of the questions to yourself every day. You can read one question a day. It's self-paced, so it's entirely up to you. You must be honest with yourself, because this is self-mastery. So if you want to find answers, you must be honest with yourself. And if you don't know, think about it or decide to be at peace with it. You cannot know everything. Sometimes you do not get an answer to a question on why someone did something. So understand, you can only understand why you did something. Go into detail in your journals. Remember, cannot use excuses. Can't blame anything on anyone else. Excuses are essentially well-planned lies. And when first I heard that, I was like, man, but they don't know. Yeah, there's been some stuff that's happened to me, and I'm just like, wow. I'm grateful to be alive after that stuff happened. But choices that I made led me into those situations. So I have to be accountable and take responsibility for what I did, what I didn't do, what I said, and what I didn't say. Let's see. Commit to doing your inner work for yourself because you want to be able to see abundance in your life, or for whatever reason you do something. Do it for yourself. Do it for those you love. Because once you accept and realize the true overflowing abundance of love that the Most High God, who made me and who made you, has for you, everything else can fall into place. It's really about shifting your mindset. Review your journal and start to notice where you're being negative. Look for the lessons related to how you could have handled the situation different. They say when you know better, you do better. Resolve to not repeat those same actions and or responses again. Speak up when you have to. Be quiet when you have to. It's really about learning. So let's see, we are in week 4. So, and if you don't have a journal by now, why not? It's part of the instructions to have a journal. Let's start where you are. All right, you ready for the week 4 questions? Getting ready to read them. All right. What actions will most benefit me in healing emotional wounds? What info about love and relationships will benefit me most at this time? What unexpressed emotions are weighing my energy down? How do I unknowingly hurt my loved ones? How can I cultivate more self-love and self-acceptance? What can I do to cultivate more fulfilling friendships? What does the best version of me look like? I like those questions. So let's see. What action will most benefit me in healing emotional wounds? Forgiveness. It's really about understanding that you cannot change the past. You cannot change anyone else's mind as far as how they think about you. You must think about yourself and what you want to do for yourself. That doesn't mean you hate someone else or be hateful towards them, but not everyone was taught the same thing. Remember that. What info about love and relationships will benefit me most at this time? I will honestly say, nobody belongs to anybody. When you hold tight to a perception of someone or expectation of them, that can be hurtful both to them and to you. Gratitude. Be grateful for them. Everything they do and everything they don't do. Ask them what they want. If you can't give it to them, don't be mad if they get it someplace else. It's like food. But I'm one of those folks that I don't like fast food. I will eat it. If you see me out somewhere eating some French fries, know it's because I wanted it. The majority of the time, my food is very simple, whole, and or raw. Okay. But yeah, I love cooked food. I love to cook too, especially making cakes, cookies, and pies. I know that's just like, it's a process. I mean, I'm working on it. But I don't gorge myself on it. I enjoy it, share it with other people. That's the thing. All right, what unexpressed emotions are weighing my energy down, like anger. I will tell you that weighs me down dreadfully. But I find ways to work through it, work it out by being creative with drawing, singing, dancing, doing some type of physical activity. I use housework as one of the ways that I exercise. I use it as an active meditation. How do I unknowingly hurt my loved ones? By not talking to them, or by asking them questions that I need more clarification on. If they don't want to answer, then I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not forcing it. There's no need to. There's no reason to force. How can I cultivate more self-love and self-acceptance? I feel like I have sprouted that just by taking the step to make these videos personally. What can I do to cultivate more fulfilling friendships? Like meet more people. I'm in the process of meeting people and trying to get to know people. And if they don't want to get to know me, people will always tell you their truth. I'll tell you, look, I want to get to know you. Tell me about you. What are your goals? What do you want to do? Tell me about your life. If you don't want to tell me that, people offer me a lot of stuff that I do not want, but I could probably use. But I just, yeah, I've got goals that don't include just that. Like, yeah, partnership, friendship. And what does the best version of me look like? Well, today, it's February 6th, 2018. This is the best version of me. What I am in a given moment, like, yeah, I'm perfect. And yeah, like I said, I don't always get everything right, and I don't always do everything to everyone else's expectations. But I know that God loves me and God loves you too. And when we learn to love unconditionally, so many wonderful things can happen. When we learn to cooperate, so many wonderful things can happen. We can get stuff done. I was saying to someone the other day, like, the separation of church and state made the government the church somehow. The government started doing stuff that people of faith are called to do. Clothe the naked, feed the hungry, shelter the homeless. Like, the government does all of that now. So what do churches do? I don't know. I don't know. I love to go to Catholic churches because they feed you. I mean, not just the communion, but sometimes they'll have like potluck dinners and all other kind of stuff. It's fun to fellowship, like sitting down with people and talking and getting to know them is an amazing way to be uplifted, to uplift someone else just by encouraging them, laughing at their jokes, hearing a good corny joke. Yeah. You rarely know how much somebody loves you by how hard they laugh at your jokes. That's my opinion. Like, the people that I love, like, I can love them enough to, when they're being too serious, like, okay, you kidding me? No? Okay. Wow. But if they are joking, I will go ahead and laugh my butt off, because laughter is a love language. It definitely is. So, I'm going to head on and close this on out now. My name is Nicole Nixon. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week for the next part of Personal Self-Mastery. Have a great day. Mwah. Love ya. Love yourself. Take care.